Good morning, little chef. For breakfast today, I'm making sourdough, so I had to wake up extra early to get this thing prepped. Since I flew in for this yacht trip, I didn't bring any of my sourdough tools, so we're just going rustic on these breads. I have no measuring cups, no scales, nothing to shape the bread, so we're doing it all by hand and by eye. Thankfully, I've made sourdough hundreds of times, so I know exactly what we're looking for. Wish me luck. I doubt the ancient Greeks or Roman had the modern tools we had today, so if they can do it, so can I. And what I found is that the less I care about my sourdough, the better it turns out. I got a starter like years and years and years ago, and I was being super technical with it, and it started molding on me. So don't care too much, and your sourdough will do great things for you. I have no fancy Dutch oven on this yacht. I've got a little tiny baby toaster I'm working with, and it still turns out amazing. So don't be intimidated. Go get a little starter from Facebook Marketplace and make some sourdough, little chef. It's breakfast time here on the yacht, so we're headed up to the bridge to get the milk for the coffee. The routine of making coffee in the morning with the smell is almost better than the coffee itself. One of the owners requested fresh almond milk, so I grabbed my almonds and this cool little nut milk maker and made some almond milk. Everyone here is a big coffee drinker, so we have 7 pounds of coffee on board for this 3-week trip. We might need to go into the store to grab some more. I heard the owners and the guests waking up, so I started on breakfast. Today we're making shakshuka. Throw in some garlic, onions, olive oil, and some crushed tomatoes, and season it up with whatever spices you've got on hand. Let that stew for a few minutes to develop some flavor, and drop in those eggs to poach them up in those beautiful stewed tomatoes. Throw a little feta on top and garnish with parsley, and I'll serve it with my sourdough. I'm not a huge breakfast person, but I do love me some shakshuka, so I'll make myself a little bowl and do the dishes and clean up. We're getting underway today. We're leaving Nassau and going into Wardrick Wells. We're just going to be anchoring at different islands for like the next 5 days, and there's nowhere to throw away trash, so we made a point to throw away all of our trash on board before we got underway. Now, I am just hired to be the chef on board, but I do love learning and working the line, so I'll go out and help with whatever's needed. The nice thing about being docked at a marina is that you don't have to worry about the sounds of the generator all night long or filling up water tanks. On this yacht, there are 2 generators, and you kind of just switch back and forth if you're at Anchorage, and they're fairly loud. However, if we're at a marina, we have a 50 amp hookup and we can just go to shore power. This yacht also makes its own water from the seawater, so it goes through all these different filtration systems, and there are 2 tanks that both hold 100 gallons each. This takes a lot of energy, so when you're at a marina, you can just hook up on their water system. So you pay for slip fees and utilities. While we were underway, we tried to troll a bit, but no luck. Today for lunch, we're making a peach, prosciutto, and burrata salad. For my vinaigrette, I'll do 3 parts olive oil to 1 part vinegar. For my vinegar, I'm using this really nice pear and cranberry white vinegar. It's got a touch of sweetness already in it, and I normally add honey or sugar into my vinaigrette, so with this, I really don't need to. I think a step that a lot of people miss on making salads at home is just seasoning them with salt and pepper. Without salt and pepper, food is very underwhelming. I personally like to just dress the lettuce and then put the fixings on top. I think it just looks a little cleaner. For my base, I had arugula and romaine, and for my toppings, prosciutto, peaches, burrata, pecans, and red onion. In the middle of the day here in the Bahamas, it's scorching hot, so I like to do light and refreshing lunches. Also have a couple people that get a little seasick, so we'll keep it light. Thankfully, I don't get seasick at all, no matter how rough the seas are. As the chef on board, I'm in charge of taking care of the leftovers, so I plated up some of last night's Vietnamese rice vermicelli bowls and sat down for lunch. As a chef on a yacht, I would say 80% of my job is managing inventory and only about 20% is actually cooking. On my end, there's about 2 weeks of pre-planning before these trips even start. We've got menu planning, ordering food, and actually provisioning the yacht. So for this trip, I got all of my dry goods, dairy and eggs, proteins, and a week's worth of produce out of Miami. Since I have this yacht fully stocked with almost everything I need, the plan is to just get produce maybe twice on this trip. I'm very type A, so organization and logistical planning is actually fun for me. I'll go through my freezers and dry goods every single day to make sure it's staying organized, and I'm including it in my menu. And what do you know? It's cocktail hour on the yacht. I'm serving my homemade hummus, labneh with celery, carrots, tomatoes, and cucumber. and also some watermelon and fresh mango. It's dinner time on the yacht, so I'll start off by snapping my asparagus, cubing up my potatoes and sweet potatoes, and peeling and cubing my multicolored carrots. Drizzle on some olive oil and season with curry powder and salt and pepper. My lamb shank seasoned with herbes de Provence has been slow roasting all day long to get super tender. Pop those veggies into the oven along with the lamb shank, and then start working on my stewed lentils. I'll chop up some garlic and lots of onion. Start sauteing that up with some sweet potatoes. Once those get tender, I'll throw in my lentils. Again, just seasoning with some salt, pepper, and curry powder. Then I'll take out my vegetables and lamb shank from the oven, and we're ready to plate it up. It's a beautiful night tonight, so we decided to open up all the doors and windows and just let the breeze flow through. Lentils go down, then my roasted vegetables and asparagus, and then that big old lamb shank. To help with cleanup, I'll feed the sharkies the lamb bone, do the dishes. Even yacht owners love classic desserts, so I try to keep it classic, but also add a little flair to it. So tonight I'm making banana pudding, and instead of vanilla wafers, we're using chessmen cookies. And look how cute they are. They have little chess pieces on them. Not only are they decorative, but they also taste amazing. They have a little bit of a cheesy note to it in like the best way possible. So here I am in the galley making dessert with my mom on FaceTime in the background. We were actually working on the cookbook together. She's my ghostwriter, and thank goodness for her. She is amazing. We call her the momager, the mom manager. So the idea for the banana pudding came from the overly ripe banana sitting on the counter, and that's normally how the menu works. I just see what needs to be used. There were also some cherries that needed to be used, so I dipped some bananas and cherries in chocolate and served that as well. After dinner service, I did the dishes while watching the sunset out of my galley window, made myself a plate, and sat down for dinner. Bye, little chef.